Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza Judgment Clay on the Mysterious JG.
And I'm still Lethal Feeling. I'm all, where was that from? I'm all, yeah, that's one of those stupid SNES games.
Yeah, no, like Judgment Day was from T2. Judgment Clay was just like, I think they only got 2 games out of Clay Fighter, which was a fucking garbage game. I mean,
Hey man,
it was
Clay was cool.
it was not a good game. It was not a good game.
There's a few titles like that, like Clay Palace is another one I think of. That one's a bastard.
So,
Anywho, we are going to find something to do in our swimsuits, but not swim, because that would just be too cliche.
Well, we can actually report on the Delphi Rose incense, which I guess we had not done.
You mean the thing that was done like episode 2 or
Something
1
like
of
that,
the
yeah.
anime?
Pretty much. We're a little behind the anime. They've even gotten swimsuits before we did. We're supposed to just be talking to people in town. But no, I'm trying to get, here we go. Secret Solitary Island, while in her atelier, Ryza, the Ryza. Here's a visitor arrive. It's Donkey. There's a glowing doorway. She heads back to the atelier to tell the others. That hasn't happened. Maybe we have to head to the forest clearing in Pixie Forest to reach the glowing door, and then she'll tell Empel, who will certainly be like, what the fuck are you? This is incredibly dangerous. You have no idea how dangerous this is.
That could take you anywhere. That could even take you to Narnia. You don't even know what that is, but there are lions there, and they're really big. And there's also just, you know, undercurrent of Christianity or something. You wouldn't like it.
I sure wouldn't. I mean, wait, that's how JG voices are now, apparently. I'm Claudia. That's what it is.
I was going to say Claudia has thoughts on this.
Well, I mean, Claudia's a little, like, blonde-haired Aryan girl. She might be secretly trying to smuggle Christianity to the island of people who are probably meant to be Japanese-looking.
I was going to say, who's the most Japanese-looking person in this game? I would say Agatha is the closest, I'd say. Not a whole lot of dark-haired people.
No. Sailor Moon is supposed to be Japanese, of course. I mean, the anime style can be a little confusing on this front.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now hold on. We could go a long way without actually finding this damn thing. Forest clearing into Pixie Forest. Yeah, let's just jump to it then, because I could be navigating by foot and going to some really wrong places.
And here we are. There it is. Not where it said it would be. Interesting. I feel like it's related to the other gateway somehow, or the other gateway. We only know about the one.
I feel like they must share something in common. Perhaps that they're both gateways.
Also, before you okay, just on the screen, I just want to point out the different skin tone of her face to her body. It's bothering me. It should.
I think light is being reflected off the top of her breasts onto her face and lighting it up. They're like mirrors. She is clearly meant to be a pasty young woman. Perhaps, but that's not a gateway itself.
I can't imagine where it might lead, but I'm sure it must lead somewhere.
That's why you got to bring Empel. He's got the sharp mind that can capture things like that. There's no way that like Tao could have figured that out.
You just walk into it and you get turned into paste. Didn't lead anywhere, Empel.
It led to paste. You are Pasteland. It may be connected to alchemy somehow. I highly doubt this is a naturally occurring phenomenon.
Then let's just go through it. Maybe it'll, it really connects to the underworld. Let's check it out.
She's a typical teenage girl. Let's go through that portal. If we're lucky, it might lead to hell.
We only live once, YOLO, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in the mood for a new adventure. I'd like to show Satan what my muscle volcano can do. Yeah, fuck this current adventure we're on.
But we've been through this area plenty of times, and it was never here before.
That's true. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing it before. I'm throwing in to agree.
Maybe there's something that causes it to appear and disappear. There's causes and effects. Which would be further evidence that it's artificial. Well, let's go through and find out.
I know it's reaching back. It's one of those little Mystery Science Theater lines that just pops into my mind every so often. The character says dramatically, "I don't believe in causes anymore," and Joel says, "Now I only believe in effects."
All right, let's go.
The Super Wizard Brothers.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here.
Maybe we'll get beat down.
They were consumed in the following nuclear explosion.
And turned to the paste.
It's like something out of Symphonia, actually.
It kind of does. Tales of
Rizphonia.
Tales of Atelier, I guess, because that would be the two series in the most generic form.
Where in the wide world of sports are we? I don't recognize this place at all. I've never played Symphonia.
It's not Pixie Forest, that's for sure. Toto, I don't think we're in Pixie Forest anymore.
Oh.
And it doesn't look like the underworld either. I was really hoping we would be going straight to hell.
Kind of looks like the area around the lake.
So you think we're still near Kirkin Island? It's possible. And it looks like people used to live here. Did you notice the ruins nearby?
True. Of course, we have no way of knowing who they were or what they were doing here.
Oh, they're like the mysterious druids. Nobody knows who they were or what they were doing.
But considering the existence of this gateway, this door, I think we can assume that alchemy is involved, because that's what this game is fucking about.
They both look so sad here.
I'm bored and tired. It's late at night. I'm old. I'm like in my 20s. I need my tapioca and a nap.
Hold on, I'm going to put something interesting on my eyepiece so I can watch it while you guys have an adventure.
Yes, let me get Leno.
He isn't old.
Well, this place is new to us, right? Let's start exploring.
The secret solitary island has been added to the memory map. Oh, cool. We have another thing for someone to write. While exploring the island, you notice special destination icons. The monsters here are stronger than normal, so please be careful.
Okay. Blue Pony, 50,000 life points. I'm like, holy shit.
Blue Pony, every attack it has is a one-hit KO.
But what's really important is what's all the wacky bullshit that we're gonna get here. Because that's what it's all about, is gathering.
Mm-hmm.
And alchemy, I guess.
Wow, that stuff is new.
I bet this would taste pretty good in a stew.
Boil them, smash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I'm starving. Maybe I should just cook this up right now.
Then she did.
Fear.
Everyone had lightly braised shells. Zizor. I wasn't even sure that was an enemy or a rock.
I wasn't too sure either.
Yep, it does in fact have 15,000 life points.
Yeah, this is kind of a bit weird. It's going to be a bit of a marathon to beat this Blue Pony. I thought, like, maybe we get, like, cool new enemy designs. Nope. You just get Blue Ponies with a buttload of hit points.
Well, all your favorite pony destroying action that's not found on the internet. Well, it kind of is, but not on the regular websites you'd expect. Found here tonight on Atelier Ryza, where we're going to hit it with a spoon.
Look at how much fucking damage they're doing, too. This is crazy.
gonna say, where's that HP thing that we have?
Yeah, we got the HP regen. It's like not fast enough to handle this Poonie. Because we are getting HP regen. It's just not fast enough.
I did know it was 10. There's another 10 that just came back from the Ryza.
Wow, I'm fucking dead. These ponies, man. Let's help.
Forget how you actually run, because I just kind of wanted to... There is a way, I just don't remember.
I can't remember either. Well, you broke it, so if you want to bring back the Ryza, this would be one time to do it.
Yeah, but that's not like an easily done thing in this game either.
Well, I mean, Claudia should have the the Resurrect Bucks. Well, she did at one point. Oh. Well, Len's dead.
Yeah, I think we just die here probably, but... Well, they weren't kidding.
I remember when the toughest thing in this game were some women singing on thrones.
Yeah,
I bet you this random Poonie could kick their ass.
Oh yeah, Poonie could wreck them.
I wonder if there's different recipes over here then, because I can't expect that you just get through this by...
No, well, the enemy was not aggressive at all. Like, the enemy really didn't charge us or anything. It's just, apparently you just can't fucking handle it. You would have to be stronger than you are to beat the optional bosses before you could do anything with those Poonies.
I hope that the thumbnail is that shot of Claudia dead with her corn in her cold hand.
That's why they call it corn cold hands. All right, well, we've got exploration records that we... Oh, no, they're still creating.
Maybe we might have to sleep on this one to get them to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's in fact how I did it off screen. Let's sleep until nighttime for some reason.
Nighttime is the right time.
To check if everyone finished their guides, and they did.
Let's see. That's do it for the Pixie Forest map. I think we got lots of great comments on it and subscribers.
I had to disable comments because people kept talking about like white supremacist shit in there. I'm like, what the hell, guys? It's Pixie Forest. Why are you talking about Hitler?
With JG, you just never know where he's gonna go with this. But anyway,
even though the forest is so close to the island, there was so much that we didn't know about.
and also he's referring to Panzer Denim, I'm fairly sure.
Well, I mean, any YouTube, like, every so often, it's like...
It could be any, but I'm fairly sure that was the one that inspired that particular effort.
It's happened more frequently with that than it has with, say, Rumble Roses, for example. No one ever went there in Rumble Roses.
Summarizing everything like this really makes it feel like it's a properly official map.
You kids remember maps? Of course you don't, with your phones and your apps.
Know who Rand McNally is.
You've never even been to the land of Rand McNally, where hamburgers eat people.
The people walk with shoes on their hands. The Atelier isn't too far from here. There is pretty safe, but the more we write down, the safer it might help make things.
Oh, so they're putting together like a CIA fact book for their world here.
Oh, yes, it's the dossier for the forest.
The principal exports of Fairy Forest. American tourists may find Fairy Forest unsafe because the locals blame them for economic hardships. Mm-hmm. All right.
Also, there's currently a junta going on, so don't go there.
So, we have now learned Optimize Action. We can now learn Crusher in Training. And we still got to get one more monster. And fucking roided up Poonie of Destruction doesn't appear to count. Although maybe we had to beat it before it would count. And Sheltered Life. Now, I feel like if I was taking that fight seriously and treating it as a boss battle, like, we could win. It's just like, is every fucking fight there going to be a boss battle?
Probably.
It seems like it,
Guessing that as a post-game DLC. Just based on the treatment we got from the first monster.
All right, I'm gonna pick this comment. Delete it.
Okay, you picked mine. You picked the Muscle Volcano.
Yeah, yours seems like the most fitting.
Yeah, I just wrote the first thing that came to mind.
You're always saying how you wanted to see it for yourself.
He's really cut. He's got like an 8-pack. Yeah, conquering the tower has always been a dream of mine. And also, it's kind of awkward now, but the way that the text box is placed...
It does look like a sensor fire.
I had the same thing in the AEW game. When CM Punk wins a minigame challenge, they have that little card pops up that says CM Punk wins right over his very small tights. So it just looks like he's like grinning naked happily and showing you everything because he won the challenge.
This could also be the thumbnail and it'd be all right.
Maybe I'll let it stick around for a few seconds here to improve the chances. Of course, that's not all there was to it. I was glad we got to explore every single part of it. Speaking of exploring every single part, I hope you're able to enjoy every single part of my anatomy right now. I was kind of taken back by how completely different it was from what I expected, though.
Would you rather not have known?
No, not at all. No matter how harsh reality is, it's always better to know the truth.
Yeah, I'm sure that that's true in all different parts of life.
I'm sure we'll keep seeing that again and again. I guess that's just part of growing up.
Oh wait, there's more call now.
I think you
there
can
they
read
are.
this as the Ryza.
All right, a pixie? No, a pony, just like the one that destroyed us. Despite the name, this forest is actually full of ponies. Although there are some pixies here too, and they're way stronger than the ponies, but really not by much now. So you need to be careful. The atmosphere here is oxygen with nitrogen mix, and it's totally different from the island. It makes me feel like we're actually on a real adventure. Also, forest guardian or hoax. I think this must be the biggest tree in the forest. I wonder how old it is. It's kind of like the master of the Pixie Forest. It feels almost divine, like the Neku tree. Also, I found this stuff. It's got mushrooms on it, and that's pretty cool. So I bet that I could gather all kinds of red stuff here. Red mushrooms anyway. Let's go get it.
If I don't want to be able to get back up, I can remove the mushroom steps. The Traveler's Road. The beast here is still too weak. Empel won't shut up. And Lila is by far my favorite author for these. Because that's pretty much, this, like, one sentence, maybe two, is pretty much what you get for everywhere. But Empel won't shut up was my highlight of doing these off screen.
Of course.
And Maple Delta. Natural scene. This is the true beauty of nature. I love how there's not a man-made thing to be seen here. Empel said there's no clear explanation for all the red trees. All I know is I would never have seen something like this if I hadn't decided to leave the island. Unending red forest. This forest just gets deeper and deeper. And the further we go, the redder the trees get. What's waiting for us when we reach the end? Normally, a deep, dark forest is kind of creepy. But with this one, who knows?
The Geiger counter will not stop ticking. I've turned it off for now.
And of course, the Weissberg Volcano. Too hot. This is a naturally occurring hot spring, but I think it's a bit too hot to go swimming in. Volcano? The volcano here is much different from the ones I've heard about back home, especially the way the flames appear here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, just all haphazard. These flames have no order.
And the Meteor Castle.
Strange rocks everywhere. There's so many rocks I've never seen before. Why are there so many inside the castle? I can't imagine people just carried them in here.
It's actually a good point.
Flames rising. The tower in the center of the castle is burning. Is it some kind of signal or something? But the castle is abandoned, right?
Question mark. Oh, the Sunken Mine isn't done yet, so for some reason that took more effort than the others. Let's go to the...
Well, no, no one's creating that one. We need to assign someone to it.
I did. Oh, I thought I assigned someone to everyone. Okay, so I better get that one going. I think we know who we're assigning to that one, though.
Hidden Gate. It may seem like a simple royal garden to the untrained eye, but to me, of course, an intelligent individual, not some dumbass, it's another type of gateway. Not that I expected to find it here of all places, considering how much effort they obviously put into hiding it from the outside world. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. The source of all evil.
Womankind.
I would describe it as the root of all evil for the region, this region of the world, not other ones. Lila and I have been traveling near and far to seal these particular gates, and this one is no exception. I'm sure that people moving resources through the gates use this area to rest and relax, and also to stage things and stuff. That's the only explanation for why they laid it out exactly like this in a circle shape.
That's probably why Stonehenge is probably circle-shaped to be relaxing. That makes sense. Of course.
Giant sword? It looks like a giant stone sword has been stuck in here. If it is a real sword, imagine how big a person would have to be to swing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Head to the tower. The tower we've been working toward is right up these stairs. There are all kinds of monsters, and the path just keeps getting narrower and narrower and more dangerous. This whole place is so treacherous. You can see the tower back there, by the way. There are signs of battle everywhere. Corpses, missing teeth, but just what happened here?
We saw so many missing teeth, it was amazing.
I'm in a necklace.
Of missing teeth. And of course the Pynnor Holy Tower. I learned something. I guess my goal was a little different from what I always thought. I'm not sure if I'll be happier knowing the truth, but I still think finding out is the right thing to do. Like Quaker Oats. Incomprehensible, also like Quaker Oats. I have no idea what this is. Maybe I should ask the Ryza and Empel about it. Of course, I'm not sure I'd understand no matter how much they try to explain. Aww, poor Lent. It's always been my dream to climb this tower, the Holy Tower of Pynnor. It's bigger than I could ever have imagined, but now that I've reached the top and learned the truth, I'm done with this place. This place sucks, dude. It's yesterday's news. Kirk and Bunker. Too quiet. It's eerily quiet. Center of the island. Alchemy is a strange thing. Nobody else has the power to cause an entire island to float, but you just never forget that a price must always be paid. Such is the nature of power. Also, Empel won't stop complaining.
I'm tired. Why are we still walking? When's Leno on?
Alright, so who should write I guess I missed the Sunken Mine. Whose words do we want on this?
I was gonna say we have Empel, Tao, and Claudia, who haven't done a second one, as far as I know.
Yeah, I still want to give it to Lila, but Empel might be... Empel would be the only one I wouldn't have to voice act, so let's have him do it.
Right,
we will
let's sleep
sleep an entire day so that Empel can write his 7 or 8 sentences.
You know how long it takes me to write 2 or 3 paragraphs? I mean, that's like a week's work.
I've got writer's block, okay? It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it when you read it.
Will it be worth it? Impossible Ancient Ruins, or another title that would be incredibly audacious. The mine itself appears to be fairly ordinary, but there are also some ancient ruins unrelated to the excavation of fairy stones with a capital M. So, perhaps it isn't an ordinary mine. This warrants further research, and I'll be having an expose that will follow this particular note. The power of plants. At first glance, it's quite strange to see the tree growing in the middle of a cave, but all any plant really needs to grow is light, soil, and a bit of water. And this area satisfies all those conditions, so there's no reason it shouldn't be growing here.
I'll have an expose on this later, and you can tune in, call our 900 number to vote on what you think is going on.
It's $3 for the first minute and $2 for every following minute.
So this doesn't have a counter of locations to go to.
Not yet.
But then again, we kind of died immediately. That is true. So we could just try to avoid encountering enemies at all. See how far that takes us. Maybe we'll play with that next time. Or maybe we need to get back to the town where we won't be immediately murdered. I guess we have time to think about it, and you'll know what we chose when we join you next. Bye, folks.
Bye-bye.